Hey boys and girls, today we're going to talk about subtracting polynomials. I'm on page 5 and page 5A in your polynomial packets. There are some mistakes in here which I'll talk to you in a minute. They use the wrong tile, so we'll go through and fix it. Basically, to subtract polynomials, you distribute the subtraction sign and then combine like terms. So just like integers, subtraction becomes addition. When you look at your tiles, you have a square tile, and that would be length x width x, which give you an x squared. Then you have a rectangle tile, length x width 1, which gives you an x tile, and then you have little square tiles, which are 1 by 1, or your constants 1. So if I wanted to model this equation, 5x plus 4 minus negative 2x plus 3, I would distribute this negative, so it becomes plus and a minus. Now I set it up. 5 x's, which should really be the rectangles, not the squares, so I changed them to 5 rectangles, blue for positive, plus 4. Okay, yellow because they're positive. Then the 2 x's become positive here when I distribute, so another 2 blue rectangles, and then negative 3. So 3 constant squares, and they're red because they're negative. So now when I go to combine them, I'd use my 3 negatives to cancel out with 3 positives. This has really become addition now. So then I combine what's like. So I have the 5 blue rectangles here with 2 blue rectangles here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue rectangles, which represent x, and then 1, which you can see is the same thing we get when we do straight math. So the next one, they model again for you using the algebra tiles. This time they did it correctly. These x squareds are these x squareds. Okay, x squared is a square. So 5x squared, then 2 x's, they're red because it's negative, plus 1. Then distribute this negative, and you get negative x squared, which is this big guy, minus 2x, which is these 2 rectangles, plus 4. So combine like terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these red guys. Those are x's. And then 1 red x squared cancels with 1 blue x squared, leaving 4 positive blue x squareds. And think about it, do the math. 5x squared minus x squared is 4x squared. Negative 2x minus 2x is a negative 4x, and 1 plus 4 is 5. So now if we want to draw them ourselves, this would be an x squared. Then we'd have 3 x's, those are the rectangles. And then we'd have 4, and these would be red. I'll put a little r in there for red. And then this becomes a minus 2x squared. So these would be red. And a minus 2x. So these would be red. And a plus 3. Okay, so now I'd be adding these together. So this blue one would cancel with this red one. These 2 would cancel with these 2. And then these 3 would cancel with 3 of these. So what am I left with? I'm left with a negative x squared. Then I'm left with a positive x. And then I'm left with a negative 1. So do the math. X squared minus 2x squared is a negative x squared. 3x minus 2x is x. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. So here are your examples in just math without the pictures. Distribute the negative. You can think of it like keep, change, but this is one big number. And then combine your like terms. Same thing here. Okay, distribute that negative through. So let's practice. Remember, simplify means to solve. So this is 5x minus 3x minus 4. Notice I don't write the double negative, or the double signs in here rather. Okay, I don't like double signs, so I just combine them right away. So I get 2x minus 4 as my answer. Okay, here you could get rid of the double signs first if you wanted, or just distribute that negative. So here you're going to get 8x minus 4. Okay, let's try a harder one. Let's look at number 5. I've got addition and I have subtraction. So I do my addition first because I'm going to use order of operations left to right. So 3a minus 5a is a negative 2a. b plus b is 2b. Then I have to subtract this whole thing in the back. So I distribute that negative. Then I combine. Those are going to cancel. Those are going to cancel. So I'm left with nothing. Okay, here, be careful of the order. It says to subtract this from this. So this trinomial goes first, minus this trinomial, okay, you can distribute the negative. I'm just going to do it right in here. So 4a to the third minus 5a to the third is negative a to the third. Negative 4a squared plus 3a squared is a negative a squared. And this was an a. Then the a comes down that they combine it with, and the 4 comes down. So that's my answer. Now, number 11. Order of operations, innermost parentheses first. 4x minus 5x, I cannot combine those. So now I look to my brackets. So I'm going to bring this 10x down. In my brackets, it's 3x. I'm going to distribute that negative, minus 4x plus 5. Now I'm going to do the math. 3x minus 4x is a negative x. Distribute this. So I end up with 11x minus 5. Okay, so let's try 13. Again, innermost parentheses. I can't combine them. So now I'm going to distribute that. I'm going to work on the brackets. So negative 6y minus 2 plus 6. Once I distribute, I can take it out of the parentheses. So now my like terms on that inside bracket are no squares, no y's, but I can combine the constants. So I have 3y squared minus 6y plus 4. They didn't give you very much room in here. Now I'm going to see if I can combine anything here. I can combine the 4y and the negative 6y. So I'm going to get 4y squared. 4y minus 6y is negative 2y. Then I'm going to have my 3y squared and my 4. Then I'm going to distribute this negative, and I'm just going to come down here. So I have 4y squared plus 2y minus 3y squared minus 4. Combine what's like, so I end up with y squared plus 2y minus 4 as my answer. Alright, we'll do some more practice in class. See you then.